In the show, do you talk about 1988?
I do. I talk about every. Here's my thing about doing. Anytime you're doing a memoir, a book, a show about your life, it's job one is authenticity and full transparency. Like there can't be like, oh, there's that one area that I'm going to talk about.
Right,
You can't do that. So that's in there. It's my whole life is there.
For anyone who doesn't know, 1988 was the sex tape scandal.
I invented it. It was the night the
You
sex
did
tape
invent the sex tape.
I invented it.
At a time when now they're just everywhere. Everybody has one, but that was
and the problem was I didn't make any money off of it like everybody does now.
No.
It was too stupid.
No. And it was
retroactively,
it was a big thing at the time, but you write very eloquently about it in your book. So
it's one of the reasons why I got sober. It's like I woke up one day and was like, what am I doing with my life? And I'm 29 years in, I don't like people talk about. I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Honestly, I do, because got me sober. Sober got me married. Been married 29 years, and I have 2 great sons. I don't think any of that happens without going through that scandal. I really don't.
And that's another great thing about the memoirs. Besides all the great stories, you write about getting sober, which happened for you in 1990. You were about 25 years old.
Right.
So you got it young after a rough few years.
Yeah.
Because you were given everything.
Yeah, it's not a great recipe for success to give a 18-year-old male, fame, money, drugs, and expect there not to be something that goes wrong.
But you write about it so eloquently that I think because of the success of the books, it has been incredibly helpful to a lot of people. And here you are 30 years later. Almost 30 years.
Thank you.
Sober.
I talk a lot about recovery in the show because I think that it's good to see the example. I needed the examples when I was trying to change my life, and it's moving because it's a serious literal life and death issue, but it's also really funny. I do a whole thing about how I loved going to rehab. That I suggest if Christmas break, if you're thinking about it and it's like, oh, should we go to Cabo San Lucas or do we go to rehab? I'd pick rehab.